Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel as always. Today's video is going to be on the Wellgun, the new SMG they added to Vanguard in the season. In order to unlock it, I think you need to do 15 games using an SMG, getting 10 or more kills, or ADS, or in close range SMG kills. I can't entirely remember what it was. Essentially, play with an SMG, you probably already unlocked it. Just a quick review before I get into the class setup. I'm going to be discussing a few things before I do get into what attachments I have on the gun, so make sure you guys stick around for that if that's what you're interested in. The gun's nuts. I don't know, when I first started using this, the only thing I didn't like was the fact the ADS did take a little bit longer than I like it normally to with an SMG, but you'll see my class setup sort of hopefully negates that for me. I've tried to make the ADS as quick as I can on this without making it too bouncy. So the gun's an absolute demon, as always with DLC guns, for whatever reason. I say for whatever reason, I know the reason, is so people grind the game and unlock them. But the gun's an absolute beam. It can map at long range, and if I'm honest, even if you guys don't have any attachments on it, you will see yourself that is still super viable. These iron sights you get put with at the start, pretty clean, so you don't really need a sight off the rip, and the general base stats of the gun are really solid. Obviously, for those of you who are keen on the league play side of things and the competitive side of things, this has since been banned, especially on game battles. I know CDL players don't tend to use new guns anyway. I know they have in past Call of Duties, but I think Cold War was the first way absolutely did not use any new guns. So I think this is going to be a similar sort of thing, just because the guns they do introduce are so OP. So yeah. Recommend using this gun, and I am going to go into the attachments now. Obviously, I will leave them down in the description if you want to just read through it. And I think at some point I do change something on my gun. So this build you're seeing here isn't the final build. I do end up changing it halfway through the game just because I didn't like what I was doing. I think it was an ADS thing I changed. So let's go straight into it with the muzzle. The muzzle I'm going to have is the recoil booster, as it increases the speed you're going to be able to kill people at. Obviously, I mean, look at this gameplay. I'm absolutely beaming. I mean, it's not the longest of ranges, it's not cross map, but it's distance enough for it not to be an SMG. It should be an SMG at that range. Anyway, I digress. Recoil booster as a muzzle just to make that time to kill a little bit quicker. I don't have any barrel because there wasn't a barrel I could see using without having too many downsides. The optic I'm going to have is the GW03 optic, which is just the last one you unlock. The reason for this is I like an iron sight. I think it's a nice iron sight. It's quite clean. It doesn't take up too much of the screen. And with the iron sight, I know you could stick with the normal iron sight, but the added bonus you get with the iron sights within the optic category that aren't the standard one is that you get an increased aim down sight speed time, which means that I can ADS that a little bit quicker. And if you guys have used the gun, the only downside of these, here we are, you're going to see the class up right here. So feel free to pause it. Is that the gun takes a while to ADS, but as an SMG I don't think that should be the case, so you know, a lot of the attachments, as I said, I'm going to hopefully negate that. Moving on to the stock, I have the SA43M pack stock, which is, again, helps out with the ADS speed, whilst helping out with your horizontal recoil control. Yeah, you really need that recoil control, meaning that you can map at longer ranges. Obviously, it doesn't help you vertical, but vertical, if you just have to pull straight down, it's not as bad as trying to wiggle it left and right whilst doing down. So if you can, I say this with any COD, any sort of class setup, if you're going to improve horizontal recoil control or vertical, I would always go for the improving the horizontal one, just because vertical recoil is relatively easy to control. Moving on to the proficiency, I have fleet just because I want to move faster. And you know me, I like to wide quite a lot. It's a bad habit I've gotten into. But yeah, just helps me move faster, and the kit is going to be fully loaded just for that extra ammo, because it does rinse through the ammo quite quickly, even with the 45, I don't know how I died there, the 45 round mag I do have on. Moving on to the rear grip, I have the fabric grip again. It helps the ADS, it helps the sprint to fire time, and helps the hip fire recoil recovery. I don't really know, the hip fire really, it didn't need to be there for me. It doesn't, even if it wasn't there, it wouldn't put me off using this. Yeah, it's again just making that super fast ADS and fast firing gun. You can come off from sprinting straight into firing pretty quickly with this, so that's nice to have. Moving on to the magazine, I have the first magazine, which is the .45 20 round. That's a lie, I do apologise. I have the bottom one, the .45 48 round mags, which increases the damage, the bullet penetration, and bullet velocity and range. You can kill people really quick with this. As I said, it does ruin this mag. It's probably the reason I have all these ADS attachments on. It does reduce your fire rate, it does reduce your movement speed, it does reduce your ADS, and it does reduce your recoil and accuracy, which is why I've got the other attachments on to compensate. But this is a must-have if you want a really fast killing gun. Obviously the fire rate does decrease using this magazine, but the recoil booster helps out in that department. Moving on to the ammo type, it's got to be lengthened. I want to feel like my guns has hit scan as much as possible. As soon as I pull that trigger, I want to see the hit marker appear. I don't want there to be any form of delay, so lengthened is a must. And finally, with the underbarrel, I'm going to have the Mark 6 skeletal, or the Mark VI if you guys don't know Roman numerals, which is the first one you unlock. And again, it just helps with the ADS. At the beginning of the gameplay, as you probably tell, I had the SMLE pistol grip just for that sprint to fire time and fire accuracy. But I just felt like the gun needed a little bit more ADS speed. So yeah, that's a class setup. Make sure you guys give it a go once you get this fully unlocked. This was actually a really super easy gun to unlock as gold as well, because it is so versatile. Even at those longer ranges, I didn't find this at all challenging to do. And for those of you who are trying to grind SMG long shots challenges, jump on hardcore, play a bit of hardpoint, and sit on the longer range sides. You're probably not going to win as many games doing that, but if you go for challenges, it doesn't really matter. I think a lot of people in hardcore do go for those long range challenges anyway, so you guys are probably fully aware of that. Before the video comes to an end, obviously I've still got a few minutes left, I just wanted to say about the scores. I don't want to spoil it too much, but spoiler alert for any of you who hasn't seen any of the CDL results from yesterday. Surge absolutely dominated. Their team looks super good. Obviously accuracy's there as the old head, just to keep everyone a bit composed. But Maxim and Pred, honestly, these guys are a team to watch. They're Sid and Pred especially, they're absolutely nuts. So I'm not going to say the score because I don't want to ruin it for any of you guys, and I'm not going to really talk about the CDL quite as much until all the games finish. I can give a overall sort of, not a review, but my thoughts on the whole tournament. Not the whole tournament, obviously, just this weekend's worth of games. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you guys give this gun a try if you have managed to lock it up. Unlock it, what am I talking about? It's clearly late. But I'm going to leave you with the rest of the video, so grab a beer, chill out, put your feet up, and enjoy the rest of the dominant gameplay. As I said, I get 75 kills and 10 deaths, so you'll see some streaking, that's for sure. Don't quite get a V2, but I think I choked it, let's say that. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.